You pulling me down to hell? Am I going to be okay?
You might not be okay, bro.
I have enough vigor to where I'm going to be okay. Holy jeez.
What was that?
I don't know what's happening. EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the microtransactions.
Welcome back to Watson James Don't Play. My name is Dr. Frederick Frankenstein.
It's Froderick, isn't it?
It's Frederick Frankenstein, actually.
It isn't. It's Frederick Frankenstein.
And I'm the bloated corpse of Watson.
And you look great.
Thank you.
You know, you look...
Not waterlogged.
Like you're bloated because you're a corpse, but like you
Sure.
look fine. You're gonna be fine.
I took a pill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supposed to absorb like a Metamucil type deal.
My mom didn't take a pill.
Unfortunately,
So here we are. Look at my guy. Aren't I cool?
we look like we're going to an Eyes Wide Shut party.
Is that what it is?
A little bit.
So we're gonna play dress up for a moment here. Of course, we're playing dress up for a moment. We're playing Dark Souls 3. I think that's pretty fucking obvious. The servers are back online, so
Yeah, welcome.
yeah. There's people here. I can summon people if I want to.
Well, let's. I mean, in
restore
all
our
proper
ember.
context, yeah, we are coming off of 3 like late '90s, early 2000s sports games, so you know
I needed some comfort.
we needed to kind of get back to our roots a little bit.
A new game came out called Lies of P. It's about Pinocchio the Twink. So
Excellent.
obviously, we're playing Dark Souls 3
Perfect.
because that's what we do.
No notes. Perfect.
Yeah, we summoned some help for this boss fight we're about to go in. That's the guy.
So tell me about this boss, because that's the way you pitched this to me. You said, let's play this because there's a specific boss. I want to fight it. It's got cool aspects to it, and I know about it, and I think it'll be fun to do. And I was hyped when you were telling me about it.
This right here is the boss. This lady.
I got to tell you, not living up to the hype so far.
Yeah, right. She's waiting for us to go in there.
Can you ever just be whelmed? I think I'm just whelmed by her.
Why isn't anyone ever just whelmed?
Yeah. So we summoned the Wanderer. We summoned Zev. And I think we're good to go then.
All right.
So, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Yep.
Oh.
Got to be cordial. Got to be nice to the people.
Wanderer's wandering.
For a guy that doesn't like online games, I play this quite a bit.
I'm going to say, you're on it.
And we're going to skip the cutscenes because these people have jobs. and-
Man, fuck a cutscene.
Yeah. I see flame flickering.
I
Not
am an-
enough blood yet shed. All right. I'm going to wake Dad up.
Yeah, you got to trigger a thing, right?
Please, my flail.
Look, I'm a notorious dialogue box skipper, cutscene skipper. Like, I skip through anything. You know, I'm that person that like spams the X button until it becomes available as an option to
Yeah.
skip.
Uh-huh.
That's me. That's me all day.
Oh, no. These guys are stuck. How do I fight the boss? Oh, no.
Read the message.
What do I
No,
do?
not
What does
the
it say?
bloodstains.
Okay, we got to talk
Talk,
to him.
talk.
All right. I got a little worried there for a moment.
All right. We're on.
Peeking in his bowl of cereal here. Yeah, it's Saturday morning. What do you want from me? I'm using the mixing bowl.
I'm accessing Harry Potter memories.
I just said we're skipping cutscenes. Sorry, Dad.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Now, are your boys in here with you?
Yeah, they're here now.
All right. Good.
Come on, get some. So that's Sister Frida.
I like her weapon.
It's cool, right?
That's a classic, right? That's a villain weapon.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to stun lock her so she can't attack.
Excellent.
Because, I mean, it's probably a tough fight if you don't have help.
Oh,
Luckily,
yeah, I can
there's-
imagine this being very tough without help.
Luckily, there's 2 other guys here. Where'd you go?
Yeah, you brought your fucking posse.
Oh, nice. Very good, Mr. Wanderer. Warrior of sunlight. Praise the sun, baby.
All
Ouch.
hail Ra. So why have we never summoned help like this before? We've fought bigger enemies. You know what I mean? We've died multiple times.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I was not planning on summoning help on this fight.
Oh, really? You were just going to come in here?
There's an NPC summon. Slave
Big
Knight.
dick swinging.
Big dick swinging. Slave Knight Gale. And phase 2.
I was going to say, like,
He pops up in the second
bust
phase
out
right
phase
here.
2 here.
Yeah. We got to fight her and her dad.
Daddy's awake.
Father Ariandel.
Oh, he's like stuck to the chair. As most old people are.
Yeah, he had his bad luck playing Duck Duck Goose.
All right, so while you battle this,
fuck me.
What was the other thing we wanted to do? We wanted to do a thing. Because it's been a while since we talked about like media we've been consuming and stuff like that.
Hang on, I gotta turn his screaming down in my ear so I can hear
yeah,
you.
do that.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
He is a loud baby.
Now you told me about the Warrior of Sunlight. Tell me about the Phantom.
Oh, they're just
It's just two swords.
two guys. Two guys that play the game. These are real people that I'm playing with. That guy's not. He's an NPC.
Oh, okay.
These are two people that are playing the game for real.
Oh, no wonder they're so good.
Yeah.
And he was just spinning in a circle earlier.
Super helpful.
Yeah, there he goes.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
There's no mics. You
But I
can't
mean, it makes
communicate.
sense now. Before I thought it was just kind of a glitchy NPC.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a good fucking game, and I think people kind of got tired of Elden Ring a little bit, and they said, let's revisit some other From Soft games. How about Dark Souls 3? That game's fucking awesome. Yeah, it is. Thanks, guys. You're doing great. I'm not doing great. But they're doing wonderful.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Where'd you go?
Get up here.
Come on.
Come on.
Where did she go?
Fight me like a man.
Oh, okay. Found her. They found her a while ago. Don't die. Come on, that'd be embarrassing with all this help.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, she is completely out of her league.
Yeah, she's outmatched.
She's like, wait, there's supposed to be one guy here. Who's
Yeah,
this guy?
is pretty gross, though.
Right?
Just 4 guys just beating up a
Just
woman.
beating the shit out of her. All right.
Seems wrong,
That was supposed to be way cooler,
you know?
that whole thing. Good job, everybody.
You wanted that to be an episode. That was
Yeah.
going to be a whole episode.
That was going to be a whole episode.
I'm so glad you're not in charge. No, you're absolutely in charge.
And we make a toast.
Like Charles.
Charles in charge of our... Don't sing it.
Yeah,
Don't sing it.
Let Scott Baio sing it.
I know a few songs. That's one of them.
That's a good song.
It's a good song.
And by good song, I mean earworm.
Yeah. Oof, that was supposed to take a lot longer than it did.
Yeah, where are we going now, Chief?
Going down to see the dregs of humanity.
All right.
Obviously.
And after we go to Walmart, where are we headed?
That's it.
Nailed
Where
it.
we're going.
Fucking nailed it.
All right, I think I'm a little worried that fight was too loud for the episode, so I gotta adjust shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the dregs of humanity. This is where we are. Well, the dreg heap, rather.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I have business with you.
I was going to say, what am I looking at here?
She is
Oh, brimming with goodies. Love it. Love that in a woman.
I want to say she's a pilgrim of Lordran. That sounds like nonsense.
That's a stone-humped hag if I've ever seen one.
Ooh, a split leaf greatsword. Nope, can't afford it. Can't use it. You have nothing I want.
Yeah.
Bye. There we go. Down into the dregs. of
So I like your
humanity.
little tricorner hat. I like your little cloak.
We're gonna play dress up now. Now that we
Pretty cool.
beat her, we'll find something else to
I
wear.
was going to say, I was promised dress-up time.
Yeah. Oh, there's enemies down here. We gotta kill him first.
Kill some enemies.
You asked me a question during that fight, and I was focused. So,
yeah, no, you were doing your part for the team. I understand.
Yeah. Like we don't play. I get that.
But also...
But also we kind of play.
Like, I'm not trying to die.
Right.
That's different.
I don't want to actively suck at the game.
Outside of the podcast, I'm actively trying to die. In the podcast, I'd like to stay alive. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like earlier today when I told you that I'm somehow always on the verge of death and yet waiting to be an adult. I'm somewhere in there.
That was interesting to hear. Because
Yeah.
I understood that.
You got that,
deeply.
right?
Oh, yeah.
You got it. That's why I tell you these things. No, earlier I was asking you, since I was, I've been talking about books I've been listening to / reading recently, movies and stuff, and I told you that I wanted to dig into Christopher Walken's like weirder filmography, like the weirder parts of it.
He's done more movies than you might expect.
He's done a lot of stuff, even though he obviously has like 2 or 3 like iconic kind of roles, whether it's Pulp Fiction or whatever.
Or whatever that may be.
Or a music video where he dances. Take your pick. He's done lots of stuff people know him for. I wanted to really dig in on it, and you and I both kind of came to the same thing almost immediately, which was interesting.
It's a movie that I've been thinking about since I was a child. Because that's when I saw it. I saw it when I was a little kid. I want to say it was on TV maybe, or Dad rented it from Unlimited Video, the downstairs video store. It was one of the movies that just came home that I wasn't supposed to see.
Yeah, it shows up in a stack of movies, and it's just there.
I think he rented Communion.
Here I am, I'm naked.
And Howling, The Howling.
Silver bullets, my ass.
Oh, Joe Dante's The Howling.
Yeah, and
That's a great movie.
2 movies that I was not supposed to watch, but I did anyway because they're great.
Now, Communion I was unfamiliar with, really, until relatively recently. I watched Sleepy Hollow, remembered Christopher Walken's in it, and that he's insane.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that kind of kicked this whole thing off. And then, yeah, when I heard about Communion, I was hooked immediately.
I can level up. Look at that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's it feels like it was made for TV.
It does have that kind of budget, for sure.
And I wonder if it was. We were supposed to look into like the production value or the production background of the movie.
I mean, I did a little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Do you know what year that it came out?
1989.
Jesus, really? Damn.
I know, right?
I thought it was
Early 80s somehow?
Yeah, I thought I was later than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know it was
Oh,
89. I thought it was like 93. I just figured, so when I see a movie when I was a kid, I was like, oh, this movie came out in 1995 because that's when I saw it.
Yeah.
No, it's, all right. Good to know.
Look, I get it. It's like when you see cars on the street and you go, are these all the same year? It's like, no, you're seeing like 10 years worth of cars represented at any given time, but they
Yeah.
all look relatively the same. You know what I mean? There's nothing huge that changes. Same
When
with
someone
mo-
says, oh, 20 years ago, I think, you mean 1993? No, I mean 2003.
No, I mean high school, dumbass. Like, oh, shit.
Ouch.
I was that far.
No.
That's what I hear.
So we watched Communion last night, both of us,
Yeah.
respectively, which never happens. We
No.
never do the homework at the same time.
Fucking unprecedented. No, I like it because it's a lot of us recommending things to each other, and this time we both agreed on the same thing at the same time.
We're like, no, we're both going to watch this. We both want to watch this. It's spooky season. We both love Christopher Walken. And I guess we'll walk through the movie. We'll do a brief synopsis.
Sure.
So spoiler alerts abound, baby. Get ready for some spoilings.
Well, before you say what it's actually about, I will say, as for a background, it's based on a book that is purportedly a true story. So keep that in mind as James tells you a little bit of what this thing is about.
Movie starts out in already a successful novelist's apartment. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting down to go to work. You know, go to work like for normal people like us. That means leaving to go to a job. Mm-hmm. No, he has to write a novel once every few years to pay the bills, so to speak, you know? Because he's got a certain lifestyle. It's clear that this man's very wealthy.
Right.
He has I don't know where it takes place. Are you kidding me?
So things are going good
Yeah, things are going okay.
for old Chris Walken.
And his computer immediately starts glitching out.
Get up! I'm cooking.
It's how you shouldn't react when technology glitches out on you. It's very boomer to freak out and start hitting your computer.
Yeah.
Wife comes home from work and she goes, hey, honey, how was your day at work? And he goes, I couldn't get anything done. Because he's just weird and eccentric.
Yeah.
And she blows it off. She's like, oh, well, you know, that's just most days he probably doesn't get anything done.
Yeah, that's my creative husband. Like, he's on his own schedule. He's on his own time. It happens when it happens.
He's made enough money. She's like, I don't ask questions. He pays the bills, you know?
Trust the process. Sure.
She's got a day job that probably supplements their lifestyle and everything's fine. They have a couple friends come over. Their Romanian friend brings his new girlfriend over.
They also have a child.
I only say he's Romanian because they actively reference it in the movie about how he's Romanian.
Yeah,
And
which
they
is
think that's
neat.
They think that's a neat feature. They go, this guy, he's got a wacky accent. He doesn't sound like us. And I go, Christopher Walken, you kind of have a wacky accent.
Can you say erection?
I'll never say it.
Dude, I was so obsessed with Draculas in high school and stuff. That
Like Gary Oldman's accent or like any Dracula accent? The Transylvanian accent?
No, just Draculas in general. I was so obsessed with that kind of stuff that I would like find ways to do reports on like Romania in geography class and shit like that.
I thought you were going to say to find ways to like fit it into a conversation.
Oh, conversations, presentations, homework, anything. I'm like, oh, we're supposed to read a book. Well, I guess I'm reading Dracula.
That was me when I made the rollerblading brochure.
Yeah.
Can I squeeze this in?
Yeah.
Can I make this happen? You sure can, buddy.
It's not technically about video games, but it's about this video game. Yeah. Same energy, for sure. But yeah, all about
That
Romania.
fucking means business.
That's my
Shit.
only thing is like I know Romania because I used to use Dracula's as an excuse to study that kind of shit.
I used to feed on the blood of humans.
Yeah, I'm actually 3 centuries old. Very lonely vampire.
Nah! Yeah!
So, Romanian character, they have a kid, but they have a successful life together. They have friends. Things are going great.
They decide to go out for a weekend, a long weekend, probably like a 3-day weekend kind of thing.
Yeah, a little family weekend getaway.
And it's weird because Christopher Walken and his family, they're living in this apartment. And all of a sudden they go out to their 2-story cabin in the woods. It's not
Yeah.
even a cabin. This is a fucking McMansion.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of nowhere. Alarms going off. It's important because the alarms are going to be referenced later in the movie. He's very proud of how finely tuned his alarm system is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, it's just, look at me. Look at all the things I have. Behold my stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm secure with my family. Everything's going perfectly.
They have a nice night, a lovely evening. They all go to their respective bedrooms. He makes some jokes. He says something rather off-putting to his wife. Right before they go to sleep.
Sure.
It's like, Chris, I got news for you. No one talks like that. Or
Chris-
maybe they do. I don't know.
Chris, I don't know what this is about, but whatever, man.
I can never tell what's in the script and what
What they were like, that's the best we could get out of them.
Chris Walken was like. You're not going
Right.
to believe this, but I got a great idea.
This is no good. I can't do this.
I bet you do, Chris.
Got some big ideas for my character. Big ideas.
The way that... Oh, okay. All right. Are you pulling me down? Are we going down? You pulling me down to hell? Am I going to be okay?
You might not be okay, bro.
I have enough vigor to where I'm going to be okay. Holy jeez.
What was that?
I don't know what's happening.
All right.
It's so distracting, though.
All right.
This is so hard.
Maybe work on your health while you got a second.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Middle of the night, all the lights come on. Bright white lights outside. We're back to communion. I'm back on track, baby.
Chris Walken is terrified.
He's not. That's the thing.
He's supposed to be.
He's supposed to be. He's frozen with fear. How about that?
I'll give it that, yeah. Because he's terrified, but it's not he's overreacting. He's literally stunned.
He cannot believe what's happening. Everybody else wakes up in the house. Everybody sees the bright winding light. His kid starts getting pulled out the window. Mr. Romania wakes up. They're freaking out.
Just, it's pandemonium at a certain point. The wife asleep the whole time, right?
The whole fucking time.
What the fuck?
She's like, no, I'm all right.
No, I actually had 2 glasses of wine and a Valium before bed.
Well, I'm quite intoxicated.
I am good.
And more so than just day-to-day drinking.
So,
Just no day drinking, none of that.
so where does it go from there?
They wake up. They start having breakfast. They act like nothing happened.
Why don't you have your usual huge portion of banana cakes?
Mr. Romania is a little bit perturbed, though. He's upset, right?
Right.
He goes, you know what? I want to go home. Fucking Chris, we're going home. Whitley, his real name in the movie. I'm going home. Fuck this. This is some weird shit's going on. And they go, all right.
Well, he tries his best to, get back to normal. Like, let's just shake this shit off. That
Yeah.
was fucking disturbing. Let's just back to life as normal. We're not going to deal with any of this.
Yeah.
But he
Take-
can't.
No, take me home. I'm done.
He can't shake it off, though.
Fucking leaving. On the way home, he goes, we could have taken a bus. And they go, there's no buses out here. It's the middle of nowhere. We paid extra to not be near a bus. As one does when you have a lot of fucking money.
Well, sure, I'd rather not vacation by a bus station. I get it.
They get back in town. They kind of move on in their lives a little bit. Except there is something we skipped. I want to say that before the bright light kicked off, Chris was in his bedroom and he says, who are you? What are you doing in here? There's someone behind the cabinet. And
He sees a face.
You see the gray.
Yeah.
He's not gray. He's beige.
Right, I'll give it beige.
He sees the beige kind of peek around the corner. I go, oof, those are some bad effects.
But it's the traditional, almond head shape with the fucking big eyes and little slit mouth. alien face. But yeah, beige and not looking super great in the effects department. Very plastic looking, in my opinion.
So anyway, cut to, we're back home. The movie gets a little muddled for me at this point because I've kind of lost interest and I've started playing Dark Souls.
Well, they've blended the rest of the movie with what he's remembering, what he's kind of hallucinating. It all becomes very muddled whether you're paying attention or not, honestly.
Oh.
Like, so even if you weren't playing Dark Souls right now, yeah, it's kind of impossible to separate what he's repressed and then thinking about from then on. And what you learn over the course of the movie is that he may or may not have been visited by aliens all of his life.
It's unclear.
He meets a group of people who have also been abducted by aliens or had contact with aliens at different points in their lives. He remains skeptical about it. He's freaked out, so obviously things are not going great with his family. Like, it puts a real strain on his relationship as he tries to figure out just what the hell's going on. And it all sort of culminates when you realize that not only has he been visited his whole life, his dad has been visited, and he will most likely pass it on to his kid. His kid's probably going to get visited by aliens, and he just kind of accepts it.
Yeah.
And then they leave it on this weird upbeat, happy ending where he just kind of smiles and embraces his family, and he's like, yeah, man, this is it. From here on out, like, if I see little creepy aliens or tall, skinny aliens, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all good. And it's just very surreal. Was that your experience with the rest of the movie?
Yeah, it's hard to follow.
That's the most sense I could make of it.
There's a big chunky clock that shows up. I think that's pretty cool.
There's some really cool individual shots in the movie.
Ones that don't really make a lot of sense.
They don't necessarily make sense. They're not even necessarily executed that great, but you can see in parts of it that there are ideas that are interesting. Some of the family dynamic stuff is interesting. I liked the alien group because it was a range of people. Like, you had the person who had just accepted it immediately and was like, yeah, this is what happens. They do it to all kinds of people and people should know about it. Then another lady kept insisting, like, no, I want us to be a support group because I'm a victim.
I'm a victim. I didn't want to get probed.
I didn't want any of this. This was all against my will, and they're doing this to people, and this is wrong, and that's what we should focus on.
I'm on her side. I don't think people should be abducted.
But that felt very human to me. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was interesting. But there's a reason that this movie is free on almost every platform. It's just not that great.
No.
But it's a hell of a watch.
It's a mess. There are some scenes that pop out at me quite a bit. Him walking down the hallway with his kid. I think are hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what he's like.
Him just sitting in a room full of aliens.
Behold.
I can
Just
tell.
looking around confused.
I can tell that he was offered zero direction.
That's what it is.
Whoever's running the show in this pile of shit did not give good direction. Was not a good filmmaker.
Yeah, whatever happened on the day, it just did not come together.
And I think he did the best he could because he's a good actor.
I think everybody involved did the best they could. You know, I think things just don't always gel together the way they should, or the way you would want them to.
I want to hear his take on it. I want to hear Christopher Walken talk about Communion.
I'd love to have somebody interview him about it and have
about that specifically too.
Yeah, just talk about that in some depth.
Right.
Because no, this isn't some gotcha. Like, haha, Chris, look at this ridiculous thing he's in.
No,
it's just,
I like the movie. I like watching it.
I like it. I like seeing what it could be, and I'd love to know what his experience making it was.
It's a fucking mess. There's no denying that, but it's still like, I want to know. Be like, what happened? What went so?
What was your idea for this? What was the director's idea for this? Did you guys think you nailed it when you were making it? Were you thinking you were going to create something kind of in editing that was going to be a little more put together? Like, where did this kind of miscommunication happen?
Right. Where did it all go wrong? Or from a certain point of view, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Right.
From a certain point of view, where did it go?
Only a Sith speaks in absolute.
Where did it go horribly right? You know?
Yeah, there's
Maybe-
something
maybe-
that crosses over. I think that it is intriguing.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be intrigued to hear his positive take on it, because I think he might have a positive take on it. And I say that because he is eccentric himself.
He'd probably say, like, I read the script. It was interesting. It was based on a book. Supposedly this kind of happened to a guy, so I wanted to bring some humanity to this role and really make it seem like a real person and real things had happened to him and bring, what I mean? Like, I'm sure all of that kind of stuff probably went through his mind.
Sure.
When he was thinking about this. And then it could be a case where you get there and realize, oh, maybe the budget's half of what I thought it was going to be. Maybe the person that they told me that was going to direct it ended up not being the person that directed. You never know what changes over the period it takes to make a movie.
This is not a nice place to be.
Who is targeting you right now?
This guy? His horrible thing?
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he sucks. He fucking sucks. He's being controlled by pods nearby.
Ugh,
Like the
that's
fucking
worst.
pods.
Fucking pods, man. Fucking pods.
Finally, you admit that you were my father after all these years, and Space Ghost says, "Good luck proving it."
Oh no. Replicating pods. The kind that keep you up all night with their coughing.
Sorry, that is the episode called "Pods" from Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which reminds me of Coast to Coast AM. Did you ever listen to that show?
I don't think so.
We ran it on the AM station I worked at. I mean, of course we did.
No, I had FM.
What
growing
else?
up.
Like, right. I worked at an AM radio station more recently than you might think. From 2009 to 2013, I worked at an AM station. And you'd think, like, who's listening to AM?
Like the Farm Report and shit?
With the Farm Report and shit.
Yeah,
That
okay.
was the thing.
I get it.
We had the Farm Report.
I've seen that 70s show. Donna worked at the radio.
Yeah, we had Tradio. Again, that 70s show. It was 1979. Of course she worked at the radio station.
Right. Makes sense. She did
Yeah.
the Farm Report.
Not 2009. I did the community calendar. Community calendar. It's hard to say community. And it's not good because I had
You
to
say you were on the radio?
Yeah. Community calendar.
With an agile tongue like that?
No, I hated saying it because I was forced to say it. They say, no, you have to say, hey, this is Bruce Campbell, and here's your community calendar. And I want Bruce Campbell to know that I said that at one point. I said it on the radio as if I were him. This is Bruce Campbell.
And he were I.
On this AM radio station, and this is the community calendar. Turns out there's not really 3 minutes worth of content going around in the local community on an AM station.
Did you remind people to shop smart?
Shop S-Mart.
Because you could just throw that in. Like, who's going to even say anything?
No one's going to say shit. There was an outdoor show. He would always say, make sure to bring plenty of libations. And I go, Captain Don, you can't just say this shit to people. Yeah, his name was Captain Don.
That's
my life
excellent.
isn't my life isn't real, man.
Was he a big Captain Ron fan?
He owned a local restaurant.
Just loved Kurt Russell.
And he loved the outdoors so much so that he did a 15-minute bit on the outdoors. And it was just him talking about going to the creek last weekend.
I would love to showcase just local commercials.
I made tons of them.
Regional local commercials. Every place has them. Like, you always see those. You're from St. Louis if you remember Becky's Carpet and Tile Outlet commercials.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like, yeah, I remember her ass fucking flying around.
Yeah, those
the
are good
arch.
ads. Those are good bits.
Those are great bits. They had a bunch of them. Think Young, Rodney D. Young, car insurance. Like, there's a lot of that kind of shit that's just sitting in the back of my memory banks.
How do I get this guy? He's looking for me.
Yeah, man, you're fucked.
He's looking for me.
Like, this episode's almost over. You're not going to kill him.
Ooh, I got a desert pyromancer garb.
I like
Is that like a mankini situation?
I was promised dress-up time.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
Should we find a safe point and dress up?
I think so. I want to go out on something chill.
Oh, shit. All right.
That was not chill.
No, but we'll be back at the bonfire, so we can play dress up then. It'll be
Dying
safe.
like that? I didn't care for that.
I have to. We gotta play dress up.
Warrior of the sunlight. My ass.
Praise the sun.
Raw.
All right, dress up. So this is our guy. Let's see. What do you like here? Look at this.
Go down
Like that?
all the way to the right, one up from the...
This?
Yeah.
The court sorcerer hood?
I like that.
That's Q's hat.
It's fucking Jafar.
Now time for your reward.
Your eternal reward. Now the fat suit?
This guy?
Yeah. I think we're getting closer to Dune.
Okay.
Yeah, I like all this so far. What else can we do?
You want to go with like a different, like gloves or pants? Or
Yeah,
what?
I need gloves because the chainmail shit is not working. Hey, give him the fat gloves.
Fat gloves, gotcha.
You see it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
That's the ones.
How you can't miss them? They're the fat.
Go
gloves.
down to the white ones down at the bottom.
These?
Yeah.
Just
I kind of like that too.
just some surgical white
It
gloves.
reminds me of the clown from Spawn.
Yeah.
That body build. You know what I'm going for. All right. Keep going.
All right. So we
Let's
got
see some pants.
All right. Here's pants. We have a dress situation.
Nah.
Oh, those are like night legs.
Nah.
We have kind of
I like the skirt.
got a ninja thing going on
Bottom
here.
left.
Bottom left. This skirt, the Painting Guardian waistcloth. Yeah, you got a little loincloth sticking out the bottom there. What about an actual skirt?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Let's see.
Ah, yes. Wonderful.
I feel like there's a better wrap.
How about that one?
Go down one.
Yep.
That's the one.
The Grave Warden skirt.
That's
well, I'm
the
barefoot
one.
on this one.
I like it.
This is our fit.
Yeah, we're going to Burning Man.
Oh, good. I can still roll properly. I was worried I'd have too much armor on to not roll right.
No, you're killing it. You're slaying, queen.
Killing the game. It is Fashion Souls after all. I should have been wearing this the whole time.
I want a supercut of Fashion Souls because we got some fits.
Got some fits. This is our best one. This is our finest work.
This is our finest fucking work. All right, now go kill this guy.
All right, I'm gonna try. I gotta find out where he's camped out because he's camped out somewhere.
You gotta wrap it up.
You gotta wrap it up.
Our producer's giving us the wrap it up sign.
Wrap it up. I found him. You piece of shit. How do I get down there? Ah, no!
They found me.
They found me.
I don't know how, but they found me.
I found his ass. He's down there.
Marty. The Libyans.
The Libyans, Marty. All right. Do I go this way? How do I get over there? I see you, fuck.
To quote the Christopher Walken video, you can go with this, or you can go with that, or you can go with us.
Or you can go with this.
Shut it down.
Poor Q. Yeah, I'm dead, all right?
You win this round, Picard.